The Snoppa Atom incorporates a unique design that is different from traditional gimbals. It has a foldable body for easier storage. To unfold the Atom, first press in the locking button and raise the main arm. Then gently rotate the tilt and roll axes until they unlock. If the tilt and roll axes are not unlocked, the Atom won't be able to properly stabilize your phone. To fold up your Atom, repeat the steps in reverse order. First, gently rotate the roll and tilt axes until they lock in place. Then press the locking button and lower the main arm down. Make sure to line up the locking bracket with the plastic nub on the back of the handle. That way the pan axis won't freely spin. When attaching your phone to the mount, make sure it is facing in the right direction and that the camera is not blocked by the gimbal. First, make sure the stabilizing arm is on the right side of the device. Then rotate the mounting bracket so the label is on the bottom. You may then set your phone in the mount. When mounting your phone, make sure the back is flush with the mount. Otherwise, the gimbal would become shaking. If you are using a lens with your phone, keep the side with the lens closer to the mount for better balance. Slide up the power button to turn on your Atom. When turning on the device, if either axis is locked or the weight limit is exceeded, the Atom will automatically enter a protection mode to prevent damage to the device. Gently unlock the axes and turn the device back on to restore normal function. To turn off your Atom, hold the power slider for 1 second so the Atom knows to power off. First, make sure your phone's Bluetooth is powered on. Then, after powering on your Atom, open the Snoppa app and select the Atom page. Press the Bluetooth pairing button and follow the steps. Once paired, you can use all of the app's features. The next time when you open the app, the Atom's Bluetooth will be automatically connected. Holding the Atom vertically is the most comfortable way to film. When using it, just hold the handle vertically. This vertical position is the best for filming at eye or chest level, but not suitable for low angle. When you need to film low angle or action shots, you may find that with a traditional grip, the Atom is unable to fit the angles you need. For these situations, you can transition your Atom to low angle mode. Tilt the handle out to the side and you'll be able to freely adjust the angle by rolling the handle forward and back. You will also be able to use the joystick to adjust the angle as well. The gyroscope sensor in your Atom may be affected by changes in climate. You might find that your gimbal isn't stabilizing properly or drifts in one direction. These issues can be solved through the calibration options in the Snoppa app. There are 2 calibration options in the app, a drift and a level calibration. Drift calibration will prevent the device from moving on its own. To perform the calibration while your Atom is still folded up, turn it on. The device will automatically enter protection mode. Then place the device on a stable level surface and connect it to the Snoppa app through Bluetooth. Go to the Settings menu and under the Gimbal tab you will see the calibration options. Select the Drift Calibration option, and while the device is calibrating, do not touch or move it. After approximately 1 minute, the app will let you know that the calibration has been finished. After performing the drift calibration, you may find that your gimbal is still not level. You can then perform the level calibration. First, set your Atom on a level surface, mount your phone and turn the device on. Then open the Snoppa app and connect it to the device through Bluetooth as done through normal operation. Then hold the stabilizer steady in your hand or connect a tripod mount. Open the Gimbal tab in the Settings menu. Select the level calibration and your Atom gimbal will automatically calibrate itself. Once it is finished, it will ask you to restart the gimbal. On the front of the handle, there are several controls for you. They are the joystick, menu, and shutter button. On the side, you have a TRRS microphone jack, a multifunction button, and zoom or focus slider. On the back side, there are the angle lock trigger and the multifunction button. The joystick can adjust the angle in the up, down, left, and right directions. The menu button allows you to open the mode selection menu in the Snoppa app. With the joystick, you can scroll through the modes and select one by pressing the menu button again. The shutter button allows you to start or stop recording as well as snap photos when in photo mode. The slider controls camera zoom while in the default mode. By sliding it up or down, you can zoom in or out your camera. In the app settings, you can change the slider to adjust the camera focus instead. And you can also adjust the speed of zoom or focus. By holding the angle lock trigger, you can lock the camera's facing regardless of how you move the gimbal. If you press the trigger twice, the gimbal will recenter the camera. The multifunction buttons on the side and rear can be both customized. In the app under the Gimbal Settings menu, you can customize the button functions. By default, the mode button when pressed will rotate your phone between horizontal and vertical. If long pressed, it will rotate the camera facing 180 degrees. The back button when pressed will swap between your phone's front and rear facing cameras. A long press will turn wireless charging on. Under the Customize button option in the Settings menu, you can set one of the buttons to Follow Mode Toggle. This will allow the button to swap between tracking modes. The indicator light will change color based on the mode it is in. When the light is blue, it is in pan mode and will only follow your movements left and right with the tilt angle lock. In the pan tilt mode, the indicator will be green and the Atom will follow your movements on all axes. Under the gimbal settings, there is a Scenarios option. This will change the gimbal follow speeds. Walking mode has slower, smoother movements for steadier action. Running mode will allow for quicker turning so you don't miss any action. If the preset speeds aren't what you are looking for, they can be customized in the Settings menu. If you press the trigger once, release, then press and hold it, you can enter Quick Follow mode. This mode can be used for following quick action or making quick cuts between scenes. In POV mode, you can rotate the camera to get nice rotating shots. Enter POV mode by pressing the back trigger quickly 4 times. Exit POV mode by pressing the trigger again or 2 quick times. If you want to manually adjust your camera, you will need to turn on the Camera Parameters settings in the Settings menu. Once turned on, you'll be able to edit the settings directly. The Atom has both wireless and wired charging to keep your phone charged while filming. To use wireless charging, you will need to turn the feature on in the Gimbal tab under the Settings menu. This will allow the Atom to charge any phone with wireless charging capabilities. For phones without wireless charging, the Atom can charge them through the port on the phone mount. Just plug it in and it will charge automatically. When the Atom's power indicator turns red, that means it needs to be charged. Simply plug the Atom in through the USB Type-C connector to charge it. For a full charge, the gimbal needs to be plugged in for 3 hours. On the Atom's handle, there is a 3.5mm TRRS port. This port accepts any TRRS microphone. In the gimbal's box is a TRRS connector that connects the Atom's mount to your phone's AUX port. For phones without an AUX port, you can use an adapter with the included cable to plug it into your phone. When the microphone is plugged in, you will see an indicator on the app. If the indicator does not show up, then either the microphone was not properly connected or is not supported. Check all the connections to make sure they have been properly connected. Get much clearer audio with an external microphone. On the bottom of the Atom is a universal 1/4 connector, which can be connected to any standard tripod or rod extension tool. The wrist strap can also be connected to the Atom on the right side of the device to help prevent it from falling out of your hand. The Snoppa Atom can support up to 310 grams. This allows you to attach larger lenses to your phone and other accessories. After you attach a lens to your phone, you will need to slide the side with the lens closer to the mounting point so your Atom can better balance your phone. Wide-angle, fisheye, or macro lenses can add a whole new dimension to your filming. Snoppa Atom provides 3 time-lapse modes: stationary time-lapse, hyper time-lapse, and motion time-lapse. Stationary time-lapse. Enter the time-lapse mode. Swipe up on the screen to call up the setting menu. Choose Stay and the movement of the gimbal is locked. Set up the photo interval and numbers, and the lower section will indicate how long the video will be. By default, the screen will dim to save battery once the shooting has begun. If you want to keep the screen on, you can select the Keep Screen On option. For filming hyper time-lapse video, just choose Walk. In this case, the gimbal's movement will not be locked, and you can film while you are moving with the gimbal. Motion time-lapse. Choose the motion time-lapse in the pop-up menu. Move the joystick to choose the position node, Press the trigger button once to save the position and then move to the next position and save it. Successfully use the joystick and trigger button to pick and save positions. Up to 5 positions can be set. Press the shutter button or press next to enter the photo settings. Set up the photo interval, numbers, and EV value if necessary. Press the shutter button. The atom will automatically move along the route you just set and shoot the time-lapse video. In order to keep the exposure constant during the time-lapse movement, it is recommended to turn on manual mode and set up the shooting parameters manually beforehand.